Hello boys and girls, how you guys doing, and welcome back to the vlogs. As you can see, me, John, and the other Dahabians are at the Long Island Maritime Museum.
It's historic.
It's historic as hell. I couldn't vlog this morning or during lunch.
I caught Pokemon here. I caught an Astroidmaniavideos. I caught a Squirtle here.
Oh, in Pokemon Go?
Yeah, I got a Squirtle.
Holy, one of the new Dahabians got a Squirtle and Go. Oh my, got a Blastoise. Yo, shiny Magikarp.
I can show you where I caught him.
Holy, then show me on your phone then. Holy, guys. We are gonna have it.
I saw that.
I hope I didn't get that Dawn film. Domar is here. Hey, Omi. Then now, before I get anywhere further, let's get this vlog started. Boysies and girlsies. Shut up. Okay, guys. Okay, the vlog has officially started, senor and senoritas. We're at a Maritime Museum. I'm gonna try and like lift the camera right there. That's as best as. What are you kids doing back there? Hope you're behaving back there. Holy crap. Like, I'm gonna get some insane shots. I'm gonna get mad photos of what this place has to offer. Photos of boats, tankers, the whole 9 yards. And guys, I have a surprise to tell you in the van on the way home. I would have showed you this morning, but I was kind of hyped and I forgot, so we are going in, so they'll be back in a few minutes when we are learning about the ocean and stuff.
I got Squirtle all the way down there.
Holy, Squirtle over there, guys, right over here. See you guys in a few. Going on YouTube.
Right, guess we'll get started.
The Maritime Museum extravaganza begins now.
Alright everyone, welcome to the Long Island Maritime Museum. My name is Shane, I'm going to be your tour guide for today. A little bit about the museum, we're going to get started on the tour. So today we're going to look at 4 different exhibits. Each one focuses on Long Island history. We talk about shipwrecks, we talk about life-saving, we talk about oysters. West Sayville itself was a big Dutch settlement as well, so we'll take a look at a Dutch home. So we are the Long Island Maritime Museum. We were first founded in 1966 as the Suffolk Marine Museum. Then we kind of broke away from Suffolk County a little bit, became our own nonprofit organization. The property itself used to belong to a man named Frederick Bourne. He was one of the presidents of the Singer Sewing Company, and his mansion is still over in Oakdale that you guys can go and check out. So he amassed a crazy amount of fortune and property here on the southern side of Long Island. He ended up having around 2,500 acres of land. And so this property itself he ended up giving to his daughter Florence when she got married. So her home is the big Suffolk County Parks building that's behind us. And this building itself used to be her garage. So this is the main exhibit of the museum. So she had all this property as well, and then later came to us in the 60s. So this is the first room we're going to look at. So this is our life-saving exhibit. So Long Island is actually home to a lot of shipwrecks that have happened ever since colonial times. The main reason for that is Fire Island, which has an underwater sandbar that reaches out and has caused a lot of ships to get stuck on it over the years.
Wow.
And so because of that, the United States government decided to form the United States Life-Saving Service in, I believe it was 1874, it was. So with that, there was different stations set up along Fire Island, each one about 5 miles apart. When there was a shipwreck, you would really have a scene that looked like this painting right here. So shipwrecks don't usually happen on beautiful sunny days, but on very harsh weather. So your ship would get stuck on the sandbar as well. And really, it's not too far out, but because of the waves, because of the elements, you really couldn't get onto land from where you were. So they decided to create this contraption. It's called the life-saving, it's called the breeches buoy apparatus. So the life-saving stations would be composed of, I believe, about 6 men and a captain. And there would be someone called a surfman who would patrol the beach looking for shipwrecks like this. If they spotted one, they'd send off a flare, report to the nearest life-saving stations. They would load up a cart like this by horse, take it down to the beach, and they would set up a scene that looks very much like this. So they would shoot off a projectile out of a cannon called a Lyle gun. This is a 17-pound projectile. Tied to it is some line with a note on it.
Whoa, watch out.
Yeah, so they would shoot
really
this. They would shoot this over the ship.
In the head.
The men on the boat would reel it in. The note would be in English and French because of the big maritime languages.
Oh.
It would tell you that you need to hook up the line to the highest point of the mast that you possibly can. And they would set up this tripod on the beach. And really it worked as like a pulley system, kind of like a zip line. It's called a breeches buoy because it's composed of a buoy ring and a pair of pants or breeches. So it's pretty much sewed together, and one by one the men would go from the ship back onto the land. So each man had their own assigned position to make the whole system work, and the men would go back and forth. It looks kind of silly and fun, but it actually worked very well and saved countless lives throughout the years. They would really try and send out like a life-saving boat to get to the men first without having to set up this whole apparatus. But usually the waves are too rough and that really wouldn't be an option for them to do. Did save a lot of people, but over here you can see it wasn't always successful. A lot of times people might fall overboard and drown, or they were exposed to the elements for too long. Some men freeze to death. But overall it actually worked very well. And then so this came about in 1874, worked for several years before 1915. Part of other governmental agencies formed the Coast Guard in 1915. So this is really the beginnings of that institution. All right, so we'll move away from the map and we'll come over here to this map as well. Look for a Long Island map.
I love this. This thing is so dope, guys. Enjoy this. I'm enjoying the hell out of this, guys.
And with it, you can see the number of shipwrecks that have happened. Some of them dating back as early as 1656. And you can notice that most of the shipwrecks off of Long Island happened because of Fire Island over on the southern side. So what's really cool about this is that this map is decently new to the museum, only came about in April. And with it, we have interactive iPads with it that you can go into our database and you can learn about any one of these shipwrecks itself. So
whoa, interactive, I love that.
You can learn about when it happened, why it happened, where was it going, did anyone die, what was the whole deal with the shipwreck. There are some more shipwrecks than this that occurred, but we only wanted to showcase ones that we had good documentation of. So you can do a lot of research this way, learning about the different ships. You can also take a look at the lighthouses we have on Long Island. See, so there's some of them, the Montauk, and you have Fire Island as well down here. You can see when they were built. And then those blue dots as well, these are the life-saving stations. So you can see they're really among Fire Islands, kind of about 5 miles apart. So there are some other ones on the northern side. Mostly it's a Fire Island type of deal. So that's really this. So you can look at it this way, and you can also do it alphabetically as well, and learn about any shipwreck. So 2 shipwrecks we're actually going to talk about right now are, so here's the Long Island Maritime Museum on the southern side of Long Island. If you come down a little bit, you'll hit Fire Island, and then you go a little east, you can find the Louis V. Place and the John B. Manning. So they're both about 5 miles apart from each other. And these two shipwrecks actually happened on the same day, on February 8th, 1895.
Where's it located?
Where's it located? It's just a little south of where we are.
I'm
over
gonna take
here.
a picture.
Yeah. So these shipwrecks happened on the same day. They actually crashed during a northeaster. So a big blizzard was going on. It happened about 5 a.m. on February 8th. And with that, the John B. Manning crashed a little sooner. So the men from the life-saving stations reported to the John B. Manning. It took them several hours to set up the whole apparatus and save about 12 crew members who were on the ship. While that was going on, the Louis V. Place also crashed at the same time, a little west of it, a couple miles. So by the time the people finished with the John B. Manning, they were cold, they were tired. They decided to go home and leave all their stuff on the beach. They'll get it tomorrow. As they're leaving, a messenger comes and tells them you have to report to the to the Louis V. Place to go save them. So they actually had to go back to the beach, pack up all their gear, and then travel 4 or 5 miles to get to the Louis V. Place. By the time they reach the Louis V. Place, the men there have been waiting for a couple hours, 5 or 6 hours that they've been crashed. So what they do, they set up the whole apparatus, they shoot up the line. At this point, the men on the place, they're too cold. Their fingers are kind of frozen that they actually can't even grab the rope and hook it up to the mast.
Frostbite is
bad. Frostbite really kicked in, so they really couldn't set up the apparatus. They couldn't send out the lifeboats. So what they decided to do is kind of wait out the storm. It ends up being about 2 days before they can get out to the Louis V. Place.
Wow.
And by that time, 7 of the 9 men had already frozen to death. 2 survive, 1 dies from his injuries, and 1 man, Klaus Stevens, goes on to survive the whole ordeal. He lives out his life, goes back to sailing a bit, but ultimately ends up at a mental institution in his later years. So over here on this wall, there's some pictures of the whole incident that you can come and see.
Yeah, shoot some photos of this.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Put some video.
Yeah, I'll start with this one first.
Vlog views, you seeing all this? Holy history. 1895, you kid. Same day.
Yeah, these are the pictures of the ships afterwards. So you can see the Louis V. Place, you can see all the ice. It's frozen all over the ship.
Oh my god.
So-
That must have sucked.
You're not
Oh,
kidding,
wow.
so you can see
Mine is pretty.
how damaged it is.
Holy,
that.
the one time where the air conditioner wasn't invented yet.
Shane, I have to say, I know that
For
could
about less than
definitely
200
cause,
years.
that could really cause hypothermia. Yeah,
Definitely.
Hypothermia could kill you.
Yep, that's what happened.
And what is this?
Hell
So
ass.
you can even see, this is the John B. Manning, and in the background you can see the Louis V. Place. So they actually weren't even that far from each other. It just happened at the wrong time.
Hey, Louis V.
And what is this?
So this is a life-saving car. So prior to when we used to have a lot of immigrant ships coming to the
Well,
United
John,
States.
jump in.
Wait, we can't go in here?
No.
See if it still works.
No.
Ain't right.
but when you had a lot of immigrant ships coming to the U.S.,
Oh my god.
an apparatus like the breeches buoy, 1 person by 1, didn't really work when you had a ship full of 400 people. So they used to use these life-saving cars to help as well. So it worked the same. That it was kind of like a pulley system. You reel it back and forth. You could fit like 10 people in here at most.
And
but
about 30 dwarves also, right?
right.
Wow.
Sorry, I had to do that. I
So,
apologize.
but an issue with it, it was so heavy that it kind of dipped in and out of the water coming back. So the people inside kind of half drowned while getting saved.
Ew.
But as time goes on, you get less immigrant ships, more merchant ships. So you go from crews of 400 to a crew of 15. So the apparatus really worked better in that case. All right.
Holy
Yep.
shizies.
So this is life saving.
What do we have over here now?
Nice.
Holy, so
Head over to
far
that
we
white
are learning a heck of a lot about
That way.
friggin' boats, right? Hope you guys love that like 12-minute friggin' educational clip. There will be a few more of those as the day progresses. And whoa, Fabian, watch out. Hey, Fabian, how are you, my dude? Fabian's in the vlog. Oh yeah, he's in the vlog. Oh yeah.
What?
I'm such a dork, guys. Sorry. Holy! I believe we are going past the Frank F. Penny boat builder. Why am I speaking in a French accent?
Are we going in here?
Oh my god!
I don't think so.
Are we going in?
Oh yeah, this is there.
Holy, now we are heading to the William Rudolph Native Blue Point Oysters, West Sayville, and you know, all that mess. And holy, it's like dark in here, but I will show you what I'm seeing right now, guys. Leg out. Holy, guys, check out these like tiny little botas.
It's not good to stay on camera.
Hey, buddy, don't drown in there.
If it isn't,
Holy, I'm aged right now, guys. Holy crap.
Yeah, you guys can.
What the heck is this thing?
Yeah, hey guys, let's gather around over here. I'm gonna talk about it.
Hey, Jimmy, you enjoying the day so far?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to.
Jim, can you smell that salty sea air?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, don't you hate it though?
Yeah.
I'm just joking, guys. It's like dark as hell in here, guys. So I
Alright,
will
everyone,
brighten.
we're gonna start over on this side.
And now do your magic again. Have to do your boat history.
Alright,
Magic.
everyone, so welcome. This is called the Rudolph Oyster House.
Never heard that before.
So, there you go. Now
I've heard of Rudolph, but oysters I don't really like.
So,
Alright.
so an oyster house like this, there were many oyster houses that covered the southern side of Long Island around the Great South Bay, because the Great South Bay used to be very famous for our oysters. If you ever heard of Blue Point oysters before, this is where it started in the Great South Bay. So an oyster house like this, so this was owned by a man named Rudolph and his company. So he had a series of oyster houses like this. There were other companies like that. But this building itself was built in 1908, and it's actually a National Historic Landmark today.
Hello.
So yeah, pretty cool. So with that, so the Great South Bay has always been very prevalent of having tons of oysters in it. So much that there used to be people called baymen who would go out, catch oysters for a living, be able to sell those oysters off to an oyster house like this, and they would be able to provide for their whole family just based on catching oysters. So over here is the history of the boating with oysters a little bit, and then we'll move on, we'll talk about the oysters themselves. So really the bay has always had a ton of oysters in it. So originally the tradition kind of started off, and it's really a Dutch tradition. So a lot of West Sayville is a big Dutch settlement, and a lot of people who came over here came from the Netherlands, where their tradition was really catching seafood and oysters already. So they brought that with them, and it kind of started off as a kind of a tradition hobby type of deal, where you would go out on a little boat called a Sharpie. Where it's
Ooh.
kind of like a rowboat. You row yourself out.
Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream.
Very nice.
Don't roast me, everyone, in the comment section and everyone in the room.
Oysters live
Sorry,
right
had to
on
do
top
it.
of the bay bottom. So all you have to do is scoop them up. So they would use, it's like tongs, these big rakes. You lean over the side of the boat with these tongs, you reach down, you scoop them up, you bring them back on the boat. So you can see this guy kind of doing it, and it's like these tongs that are on the wall.
Got teeth.
So you just scoop them up, bring them out.
Got teeth.
So it started off as kind of a hobby
that guy?
tradition
That'd be
type of deal. As your technology develops, so does your ability to catch more oysters. So if you guys ever hear of a cat boat before,
yes,
you have?
yes.
Yeah. So a cat boat is just a sailboat. It's got one big sail all the way at the top. So that's what makes it a cat boat. So you see the big sail. moves the whole boat. Same type of deal. You sail along, scoop up your oysters, and you continue to progress.
Get the heck out of there.
From there, you get an oyster sloop. So we actually have 2 of these at the museum, both of which aren't here at the moment. But an oyster sloop is when you begin to do something called dredging. So behind you guys, there's that net on the wall. That is called a dredge.
Wow.
So you hook it
That's
up
what
to
you
your
guys saw
sailboat.
earlier.
It's like this over here. You drag it along the bay bottom. You scoop up all the oysters. You dump them out, and you hook it back up.
Well, that seems easier.
A lot easier, right? A lot faster.
You
Not as
ain't
much
whistling
work.
Dixie, my friend.
Yep, you
Please.
scoop them up, dump them,
The Zoom is
you
kind of-
repeat. The same type of deal. So you dredge with the oyster sloop. Converted sloop just means you take down the sail and you give it an engine.
Aha.
Same type of deal. From there, you get a lot more commercial, like big companies harvesting oysters. So you get like the oyster steamer. So you have several of these out on the bay catching oysters.
Ooh, I like the sound of that.
And then you get really fancy with something called a hydraulic escalator dredge. So this is when you, instead of having a
Oh, big
you still
Buddha.
have a dredge,
I'm over there.
but instead it's an escalator. So it just continually moves up the ramp, and there's men at the top who just
Hey, I love
board
that.
onto the boat. So really, you go from a hobby to a huge commercial industry of catching oysters, and with that today, the oyster population doesn't really exist any longer in the Great South Bay. You cannot find any natural-born oysters any longer. The reasons for that are, of course, over-harvesting. Pollution played a big role.
Oh.
And 2 factors, the 1937 hurricane, I believe it was, if that's the year, and, or 1938 hurricane, and Long Island ducks.
That's my favorite team.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I made it on my birthday.
Nice. So you can see I'll tell you about the history of that. So, the 1938 hurricane opened a series of inlets in Fire Island.
Thank God I wasn't there.
It was a very bad storm. It's very popular in Long
It was about
Island
like
history.
60 years before I was born, so that's a good thing.
So the hurricane opened up a series of inlets in Fire Island, which let more ocean water into the bay. Oyster babies have a very specific salinity that they need to live in order to grow. So with more salt water in the bay, it killed off a lot of the baby population.
Oh no.
But that's sad.
Yeah, definitely.
no.
So with that, so that's not humans' fault. It's something that happens.
That's something you don't
and
hear
Long
on
Island
Sesame
ducks
Street,
as
guys.
well. So we built a series of duck farms along the Great South Bay, and Long Island was very famous for their ducks. An issue with all the duck farms is that a lot of the runoff of the waste from the ducks flowed into the bay. With all that waste, it promoted the growth of algae along the bottom, and since the oysters live on the bottom, there's more algae, and it kind of suffocated a lot of the oysters. So with that, you don't really have too many duck farms anymore. But
that's lovely.
That was a consequence of all those duck farms, yeah. Pretty much.
Ay, what did we do to them?
Yeah. So present day, you can't find any natural-born oysters. With that, a lot of people switched over to clamming. However, clams were never as profitable as oysters were. And clams are harder to catch because they dig themselves into the sand. So you still use tongs, but they have to be really sharp so that you can push into the sand and then scoop them out as well.
That's hard.
So today there's a lot of parts of the bay that are leased out to private farming
Thank
companies.
God I wasn't born a fisherman, because I would have sucked at it.
It's a tough life. We'll talk a little bit more about how hard it was.
I would have sucked at it, believe me.
So today there's a lot of companies like Blue Island Oyster. They grow oysters in their little hatcheries, and then they kind of, when they're old enough, they put them in the bay, and then they can grow from there. So it's really the babies that have the hardest time living in the bay, and that's why we can't really have any natural-born oysters.
Because they don't know
How
where
did this
to
place
go.
hold up from Sandy from 2012?
This building.
That's a good question.
It held up pretty well. This building was never meant to be a permanent structure.
Don't see any holes in the
Right.
roof,
So there's no insulation
I
in
think
it. It's just planks and stuff. But it did hold up pretty well, surprisingly.
Hell, I should say.
So after someone caught oysters, they would sell them to an oyster
Things
house
turn
like
like
this.
Yo, I may insert the Jaws theme into here, guys. Just letting you know, who's ever watching this.
All right, so we got all the oysters coming into these oyster houses.
God, I
You
hope those
have
aren't real.
men lined up along this bench. and you got your piles of oysters all as well. So the job of the oysterman is to take an oyster, take this little dull knife over here, stab the oyster, break it open, and then put it into barrels that are on the floors. Yeah, it's called shuck and cull oysters. Yep. So their job, so these men weren't paid by the hour, they were paid on how many oysters you could open.
Well, that's stupid.
Yeah, so you open up the shell with the dull knife, break it open, and put it into the barrels.
And they go, hey, here's 5 cents or something.
Yeah, so they pay them based on how many. So
Oh, God, I was right.
on average,
Jesus.
you had to open about 2,000 oysters a day to make a living.
I don't think I can open 1, let alone 2,000.
Right, so
You're nuts.
you're on your feet all day, opening them up, throwing them in.
I might have jelly legs.
So based on where they're going is what kind of container they're going into. We used to ship them to New York City and to Europe as well. And they actually used to eat oysters on street corners like hot dogs.
So that's lovely.
And also
I
in the,
love hot dogs.
also in the fancy restaurants, right?
Whose woman is behind me right now?
So it was both a rich and a poor kind of thing as well.
And this is why there are all these circles on the ground
Yeah,
or
so
something.
based on where it was going, so a lot of times when you were shipping it over to Europe, you needed to pack it in a bigger barrel that way you could put a lot of ice in it.
You got medium.
For refrigeration.
The heck is seed and long?
Ice.
What
and
the
then
heck is
ship
this
it over.
one? Seed and long. What the heck is that
Then
one?
when you get refrigeration trucks, you're putting them in like canisters.
Hello, John's feet.
That get like refrigerated and then thrown out. So it depends on the time period.
Hello.
I'm leaving that in there.
So oyster harvesting is a cold month business. You can only catch oysters in the month that has an R in it. So only months with an R.
Is it December?
December, yes, yep.
In March.
March, yep. It starts in September and goes through March. So September through March are the months that you catch oysters. 2 reasons. The warm months are when oysters reproduce. So you don't want to eat all the eggs and kill off your next population. And also because they're reproducing, there's different hormones going on with the oysters. So they taste different. They're not as good if you catch them during the
Do they
warmer
like
months.
clean them to like get the, you know, like the bacteria?
children out of there.
Yeah, they kind of wash them, but a lot of times
They don't do a
you eat
very
oi-
good job. You're
Raw
just like,
oysters are kind of.
there you go.
I guess if you get sick, you get sick. So
Yeah.
kind of the deal with that. Oysters can also choose what sex they want to be, and they can switch back and forth. So if you have 2 oysters in a tank, one can choose to be male and the other can be female, and they can reproduce. And they can
Sound like Bruce
switch.
Jenner almost.
Got it. You can't switch back as easily though.
So I'm definitely leaving that in there.
Yep. So there is
Anyone under the
your
age of 9
oyster
years old,
business.
make sure you watch it. Make sure you're with a parent when you're watching
Right.
this
So
section.
these are a pair of the tongs too that you use to scoop them up as well.
But the food I could eat with those things. I'm more my dad in general.
The bay used to freeze over a lot as well. So the men wouldn't get a day off if that happened. Instead, they would go out on the ice.
Gotta be begging for one
Question.
Yes.
on my knees.
Can I touch one of those oysters?
Yeah. Okay. They're just empty shells.
Holy.
I'll do it too.
Dude, get your shell on.
Yeah, some of them are glued down. I don't
Get
know.
your shell
Others are
on.
free.
Take a picture of me, Rob.
Look at these barn.
So the
Oh,
bay-
John
the bay
getting his
used to
shell
freeze
on.
Over,
Oh,
and they would
Whoa.
take out a horse and carriage onto the ice instead.
Oh, why have the horse do that?
Cut a hole, lay down some planks, and then you would just tong it up instead. Instead of using
Like an ice fishing thing going on there.
Yeah, same
Little
type of
bit.
deal.
I did that
So-
sometime.
Hey,
Alright,
OG.
and this was a business, so we have our office over here as well. Like I said before, it belonged to Rudolph Oyster. There were other ones.
Look at that
as well.
typewriter. This was an olden time,
Right.
guys.
Oh my god, don't lean on stuff, guys.
Oh God, you bring it, you buy it. Hi, Agatha. By the way, she's running because she just got this shot. Don't I'll blank your face up with like a black mark if you want.
Right.
Because if anyone doesn't want to be shown, let me know and I'll black your face
The
out.
bay today belongs to the towns of Brookhaven and Islip, and they give out the leases to the private farmers. Who owns what belongs to actually back during colonial times when the King of England would give out leases of the land to whoever. So
Whoa,
it's actually Brookhaven owns more of the bay than does Islip, and that's because of the inequality of the leases from the King of England. So that still actually carries over.
Boy, that was a fun time then.
Right. So this is really your oyster house. These are like the ice stuff you cut the ice with. You
Ew.
take out the little, the horse and carriage and everything, and sleigh.
How big was the horse?
That's really it. Normal size horse. I don't know. This is probably just a smaller. They probably took out.
How did they make that?
God.
What the sleigh is just
Yeah.
made out of wood. They were crafted.
Oh, okay.
Looks like I can go sledding in the snow on this thing.
All right, guys. We're gonna travel now.
Can I
across
borrow
the
that actually
property.
for
We're gonna
this
check out our Dutch
winter?
home. All right.
Ooh, we're going seeing the Dutch homes now.
Back out into the cold.
Back out to the cold. Zoom in on the typewriter and you will see that gorgeousness right now, people. Holy, we are learning so much. Hey, Rashad, you having fun at the Maritime Museum? Holy hell. We're out in the cold, and thank God I'm wearing like 3 layers. I would be freezing my buckeyes off. Holy. Apparently now we're visiting a home, apparently owned by a Dutchman. Okay. Then when I say Dutchman, I don't mean the Flying Dutchman from SpongeBob. Shut up.
Yeah, put the SpongeBob theme in there.
Are you ready, kids?
Aye, Captain.
Shut the hell up, bro. This is gonna be like the goofiest and like bare longest vlog, close to the one where I was helping my dad rebuild my basement banister. Holy basement banister! Try saying that 5 times fast. So that's
Basement banister, basement banister.
I'll hit you in your basement. How's about that, boy? Oh, Jimmy's like, oh dear God. So where's he going with this? We're at Bayman's cottage. I'll bring you to our tour guide, Shane. Shane.
This is a Dutch home. It's really small inside, so we're all not going to be able to fit inside at once. So I don't think it's a good idea to have some people outside.
Okay, who's
so what
bigger
we can
than
do is
4
we can
feet?
split the group in half,
1, 2.
and half of you can go inside the small craft building. So
We are now entering
So,
Bayman's cottage.
Yes, and it's and Sierra 1890. Wow.
Leonard P. Beebe. Wait, what the hell?
You weren't even
Beebe, what the hell?
You guys can gather around in here. Yeah.
I swear to God, if you hear me, I'm not using my ability.
is that a real portrait?
Don't worry, I'll black it out. Or leave it, because
Is that a real portrait in there?
It's not a real person.
No, it's
I doubt
it's
it.
wax.
Oh.
Alright, it's a little warm in here. Warmer. Alright guys, so welcome to our Bayman's cottage. This is a home that was built in 1890. It belongs to a Dutch, it belonged to a Dutch family here in West Sayville. It belonged to a man named Mr. Beebe, and he lived here with his wife and 7 children.
7?
7 kids, yep.
That's a lot of kids.
whoa, he
Yep.
needed a different hobby.
So this is their exact home. It wasn't always right here, but it was actually on West Avenue, which is the road you drove down and turned on to get here. It was moved here in 1984 to become part of our collection by one of his daughters. They set up the whole agreement.
Then thank you very much.
Is he
Yep.
still alive?
I
That'll
don't
be,
think so. I think some of the grandkids are, but none of the parents or the daughters are still alive.
Yeah, they'd probably
Yeah.
be like 120 by now or something.
They're not
They're all
around
dead.
anymore.
They're
Like
all
no one
dead.
lives here now, so just part of our exhibit.
Here's all
So
the glasses.
we're gonna
Whoever's
check
in
out.
elementary and you're watching this vlog, make sure you're with your parents. 'Cause
Alright, so we're gonna
this
check
stuff is
out
getting
some
weird.
of the ways that they lived here. So originally when the house was first built, there's no electricity, no plumbing, there's no running water, there's no bathroom, there's no AC or central heat or anything as well.
Holy hell.
No hair dryers?
So all of that, nothing. No electricity whatsoever.
Didn't have an electric outlet. What the hell makes it? I think they'd use a.
Right, so all that is in the house now, but originally when it was built, they had none of that.
Bend your head over this thing.
So for light, So for light, they had different lanterns throughout the house, burned oil or wax, and that's for light. This room has a lot of windows in it, so it really let in a lot of light throughout the day.
See how many windows? 1, 2, 3.
So really only at
20.
nighttime is when they would light the candles. There's no running water whatsoever. So they get all their water from a well in their backyard. The well on Long Island, the water table is not super deep, so you don't have to go very far before you get fresh water.
Yeah, that's a good.
So that's all they had. They use all that water for drinking, cleaning, bathing, washing clothes, dishes, anything like that. So it's the children's responsibility to get the water from the well, bring it back into the house. If they needed to heat it up, they put it in a pot on the stove behind you, and then they would use that for anything that they needed. There's no bathroom, so there's an outhouse outside.
Oh, I would
that
hate
they would
that.
use. So we'll check out that in a little bit.
Yeah, well, I ain't going into that.
You don't have to.
Anyone else?
It's fine.
Thank you. God, I'm thrilled.
Over here behind you. So this right here, this is called a dry sink, meaning that there's no faucet or water to go into it.
That's lovely.
So here's your washing machine and your dryer. So you have the washboard for cleaning the clothes with some soap, and then you wring it throughout the dryer to squeeze all the water out.
Whoa, medieval dryer.
Right.
And washer, basically.
Do you guys
Holy.
know what this thing is?
So I'm gonna say a seed, but I might know I'm wrong.
Is that for babies?
I'm like wrong as hell.
You guys are close.
Think like something to like
This-
put the
This is the family
Closies.
bathtub.
what?
That's the bathtub. Yep.
Yeah, they used to do sponge baths back then.
Yo, my dad ain't fitting in that.
Yep.
He's about 200 pounds. Sorry, Dad, if you're watching this. I'm so sorry, Dad. I love you.
So
I'm
this
like
is a
roasting.
family bathtub. So you take about 3 buckets of water, heat it up on the stove, fill it up. They only bathed about once a week on Saturdays. And they went
Oh, all my shows are on that day though.
they went oldest to youngest.
Yeah, but they didn't have
With no TV. Right? So you went oldest to youngest.
I would have been bored to death.
Because it was such a pain in the neck
I'd
to
have died of
get all
boredom.
the water heated up and everything, they didn't really change it between everyone's bath.
That's lovely.
So
Ew.
the youngest, don't throw out the baby with the dirty water. There you go. So,
And there you have it, guys. The world's most disgusting family bathroom.
yep.
Right here.
But I mean, the bay was right there, so they would take dips during the summer. It's not like they were just smelly all the time.
I was gonna say, Shane, damn.
They were
I was gonna
clean.
say, damn.
Right. We have anything we overbathe today, so it's just a different time.
And other people might say it's wrong, but hell, most of us.
Right, so over
speak
here's
like
the stove. This is the main
savages.
source of heat for the whole house. Also, they do all their cooking.
Ew.
So this room is always the warmest during the winter.
No kidding.
Right, this room is also what we call
Look at the size of it.
this is called the everything room. So it's where they spend most of their time. It's where they have their meals, they cook, they bathe, they clean.
Look at this
Just
old
the
stuff,
most
guys.
used room in the whole house.
Is
Right.
that a bookcase?
Yes. Yep.
A book? Ooh, a bookcase.
Yep. So beyond that,
I mean, a high
here-
chair I could see right over here.
Over here is the
Holy.
parlor. So this is like the living room, but it's only a room that they use on special occasions.
Hey, guy, how's it going?
And for entertaining guests.
Oh, I'm good. I'm just having some pipe here.
I'm gonna beat you, John.
Right, so other than that, if the room wasn't used at all,
this pipe
the
is so
children were not
good.
allowed to go in without
It's so
permission. They did have a piano and a Victrola, and that's really just only for like entertaining guests.
Party.
Otherwise, not really used.
Oh,
The
yeah.
door beyond that leads to the staircase, which brings you up to the 1-bedroom upstairs. That's where
Hey,
all
let's go up there.
All the 7 children slept in one bedroom. There's 3
One
girls,
bedroom.
3 girls, 4 boys. The girls all got to sleep in the bed. This? Maybe. I don't know.
You said the girls got to sleep in
The girls got to sleep in the bed, and the boys got to sleep on the floor in the closets.
Of course.
There was 3 closets in the
Okay, that's
bedroom,
horrible.
so the boys got to sleep in the closet. So,
Like Harry Potter. I remember he slept in
there
the
you
closet
go.
in
Yep.
the, you know,
Like a medieval Harry Potter thing going on there.
Exactly.
Hello, Omi.
So, but the room is only used for sleeping. Today we hang out in our bedrooms a lot. But
Way too much, but hell, we enjoy it.
yeah. So the kids did go to Sayville High School. And besides that, they
Wait,
did have
I
a lot
know-
of chores and things to do around the home.
Shaking my hand.
So it wasn't the end of the world just to go sleep and then go on with your day.
I wish.
The other 2 rooms, there's a nursery that is where the children got to
Hey,
play.
there's a bald
and the
spot.
mother
I know
did her
where's that.
sewing. So the mother sewed all the clothes for the children. She sewed all the curtains, anything of cloth material that the family used. And then beyond that is the parents' bedroom. So you guys can go throughout and check it out. Make sure it's get a little cramped. So take turns
no kidding.
and you can check it out and go on.
I
inside
believe
there.
only Walmart could fit in here. So it said so damn tiny.
The family were Dutch, so there's a lot of Dutch toys and family.
That's toys and Dutch rigmarole and all this good stuff. Woohoo! Look at this good stuff. What the heck is? We got speed skates, whatever the hecky those are.
Yeah, it was 18.
We got hanky. Hey, a sewing machine. Do not touch. No problem.
Yeah, it says no touch.
Yeah, you said no touch. Hello there.
I'll give you no touch.
How are you gonna give it to me? What are you gonna do about it?
I'll give you no touch, you little bastard. Believe me, you'd break please, you'd break that bed as soon as you sit on it.
It'll be broken.
Okay, thank you, gorgeous. Look at these toys they had.
Oh my god.
Bruh.
Mom! Mom!
What?
It's a ready dress!
Might be someone.
Wait.
They sexy dress or small? Wait, what? Go! Medieval lingerie in there? Baby shoes, you got makeup, you got gloves.
What is it makeup?
All the people come inside and said like.
The hell is what? I don't know what the hell I'm looking at, but whoa, a high school graduation diploma right over here.
Wait a minute, what's that bed right there?
Shut up.
Yeah!
Honey, you tripping.
Walk over there though.
My BFF!
Yeah, whole high school
Okay, there's
diploma.
a fit. Let's see, which one looks even more weirder than the next? I'm
Really
sorry.
quick, you can just see the well and the garden.
Then maybe we'll throw something in there and make a wish. Hey, bird cage. Hello? Bird cages, we got... Dang, they had almost everything up in here, right, Shane? Jesus. All except the internet, which sucked. I see they haven't been watering this lately to the last. Whoa, look at this archway looking at.
They sure did.
Oh, look at this like archway thing, guys. Holy, let's just.
Totally dug out.
Hey, Deborah.
But you get the idea.
That is so cool.
Hey, it's a little bucket.
Yeah, the
Hello
one-
down there.
Yep. And then the outhouse in the back of the house.
Open and fall back in there.
Yeah.
Whoa, I wouldn't go in there. Holy hell. Okay, guys, enjoying it? Are you enjoying it, Omar?
Yes.
Yeah,
Let's put you in there.
Please, please, when you jump in here, the hole will get bigger
And if they needed to keep food cold,
and a hell of a lot deeper.
an ice box as well.
An ice box.
There's no.
Holy, let's check that out.
Yep.
Dear. Oh.
So,
Like a man would never fall in there. You're right on accident, Omar. Yo, guys, look at this botas.
I wonder how many people can be in there.
Let's see, one of you, and that's about it, right?
1 million of me.
Please, I'll be at the bottom of the ocean in dust, fam. Because why are you so big, boy?
Get in there.
Don't snap at me. Dun 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 dun. Ah!
You guys ready?
Holy SpongeBob. Holy wooden submarine, Batman. Bro, SpongeBob would be aged right now. Like, I'm ready. to die trying.
What's that? What are you doing there? Yeah, I can tell you about the boats and everything.
Hell, if this thing had wheels, SpongeBob would be a dead man. I'm ready to go to work. He's ready to dive in here and kill us all. Guys, say Johnny boy, John off the starburn or whatever the hell direction I'm at. Yo guys, yo Johnny boy, are you insane right now? Look at all these damn boats. Where the hell are you at, bro? Look at this diagram, Oz. Holy hell, dude. This is insanity. Look at all these dang boats. I'm going into a corner right now, and I don't know what the hell I'm doing. So, I'm gonna back the hell up here. See the back of John's head. Jeez, look at the edge of this boat. Hey.
I know. Oh, look at this one.
Like a Starsky and Hutch thing going on there or something, right?
Yeah, well, that takes place in the 70s.
I don't care.
TV show from the 70s.
Bruh. Time to get... Oh, that's no fair. I admit had an engine.
I know, this is knocking futz.
What in the HE double hockey sticks did you just say, bro?
Knocking futz.
Okay, if anyone knows what the hell this doom but a ding just said, please, oh please, write it in the comment section. Apparently this is Freddy's Frolic. Oh, that's a name. Whoa.
Excuse me.
Look at all these boats. Boats, and more boats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's all I could do, guys. I'm sorry. Holy hell. That's 16, 17, 18, 19. Holy Jesus. Yo, John.
Yeah.
Yo, guys, this is gonna be the longest vlog I've ever done. This is gonna be like a 90-minute vlog. I am so sorry for burping. Holy crap.
Oh,
Who's
man.
effing man?
Everybody's gonna let you down on YouTube. Oh.
Please put a timestamp on when I just disgusted everyone with that friggin' burp.
Yeah. It's like the,
Whoa. Let's talk about this one right here. It's like yellow and green. Then there's John's crotch. And then I seemingly just got on video.
Oh, you taking pictures of my balls? You taking pictures of that?
Hey, your junk got in my way. Holy, that's a wall. Why the hell am I vlogging a wall? Look at all these sails. Sails, and more sails. Jingle balls, jingle all the way. What fun it is to ride. I'm gonna sink these boats. Hey. Oh, hey, that actually rhymed, John. Holy hell. Holy Zeum.
Yeah.
Look at all these freaking boats. Holy, that was an extremely good day. We learned so much about boats.
Yeah, no problem.
Thank you. I'm gonna wear a guide chain over here. Thank you, my dude, for letting me film this whole experience, guys. Dan, my phone is running out of storage, guys, so I will see you back home where I have the huge announcement. Back at home, I gotta find Johnny Boy. Johnny Boy is nowhere near me, so guys, you will see me back at home where I will announce my big surprise from this morning that I wish I could tell you earlier, but I can't because my phone is sadly about to run out of storage. So okay guys, I am back home. It has been like I've been home for at least an hour. Then it took me a little bit to transfer all the files over from yesterday and today. So rip me butt Guys, before I do it, I want to show you the surprise I got this morning. When I was going out to get in my van, I saw this on my front porch. Then it has the Amazon emblem on it. When I put them in the van, I brought them with me to the van, then I opened it. When I looked inside, guys, guess what I saw? Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. Yes, guys, I have both the Ultra Sun and the Ultra Moon right here. I'm actually playing. I'm playing Ultra Moon, Ultra Sun right now. Right now, I'm gonna do the Maritime surf thing. Woo-wee! Yes, guys, I finally have Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, guys. Look at this. Oh-wee! I'm gonna be playing with this all friggin' night. And look. But now, guys, I gotta have some dinner, some fried chicken over here, and watch through this 28-minute vlog. So I will see you guys in a little bit of a half an hour when the vlog is rendering. Then my update on Ultra Sun right now. Okay, boysies and girlsies. The vlog is now finally rendering. It is currently, oh shoot, 5:54 p.m. Look at all my Twitter notifications about Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, Blue Bloods, and all that crapola. But I am currently, you know, I'm still playing Ultra Sun, and the Ultra Sun. I have a Noibat here, guys. Look at these freaking graphics. This is insanity. I may give I'm gonna be training my whole squad for like an hour and a half and catching like bear mons in the game. I'm not gonna catch like the ones I already have for now, but while I'm on the, I'm gonna run. Screw this. God damn. And my Noibat is about to faint. Can I? Oh, shit. And sadly, since it's almost 6 o'clock, I couldn't evolve my the special Rockruff into the dusk form Lycan Rock, but I will be leveling it up until level 24. Then tomorrow, that around 5 o'clock, I will level it up, then evolve it. But here it is, guys. Vlog number 293. Last two shinies in Pokemon Sun before Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. And that is, you can see here, Sun and Moon are on my desk, and they will remain on my desk until I'm completely finished playing and filling the whole decks for Pokemon Ultra Sun and Pokemon Ultra Moon. Let's freaking go, guys. But I'm so glad I have these games now, because I'm about to run from this friggin' Alolan Rattata, goddamn. But I'm gonna heal my squad up. I'm on the second island, actually, guys. I just reached on many all the time. Then I'm gonna empty my dishwasher while the vlog is rendering. Dive one more. Oh shoot! I did use one of my I Choose You Pikachu's QR code to receive this special partner Pikachu. Then Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. The other one, here's the one that I already used. It's on my desk, but this is the one I will eventually use in Ultra Moon. Then also use the Dusk form Lycanroc in that as well. So you will see me in like half an hour when the vlog is uploading, and that should be happening right about now. Okay, boys and girls, the vlog is now uploading. Holy crap. It took a little longer to do, but here it is, guys. Vlog number 293. Last two shinies in Pokemon Sun before Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. I don't have a shiny thumbnail for you guys, but I may add one tomorrow. I got an update on Sun and Moon. I've reached many Town, then battling How. I'm having some leftover Chinese. Then, since this vlog is already like long as freak, I will see you guys in 20 to 25 minutes when the vlog is officially and completely uploaded, and that should be right now. Okay, boys and girls, the vlog is now fully uploaded. Holy crap! Vlog number 293. Last two shinies in Pokemon Sun. Then that will be Goldbug, the shiny Ladybug. Then Blue Ivy, the shiny Sneasel, who I will be evolving sometime next year, then January, towards when I'm doing my Sapphire Nuzlocke. I may have my dude Remix do some designs for the possible logo and or layout. If my dude Remix wanted to do it, I can't pay him, but hopefully he will understand. That's on him if I ask him. But here we go, guys. Vlog number 293. Oh, look at that random thumbnail. I didn't have time to create a custom thumbnail with shiny Ladybug and Ledian and shiny Sneasel and Weavile, but holy crap. Now, guys, thumbnails. You will see me around midnight or 1 a.m. Basically, when door 2:30, 3 a.m. Who knows, guys, but it is going to be a long time till I vlog again, because I'm going to be going ham. I'm going to be going completely savage. Dawn Ultra Sun. If I get any of the brand new Ultra Beasts, the Dusk main Necrozma, that's shown Dawn the cover. Ooh, look at that madness. I will let you guys know right now. Okay, boys and girls, it's almost midnight, guys. Holy Helsinki. I got jeans in my room, packages, socks like bare everywhere. But it is 11:59, a minute to midnight, and I'm not even tired, guys. I could go immensely longer, but I don't know when I'm gonna like fall asleep. But the special Rockruff has reached level 25, but didn't evolve because the special Rockruff cannot evolve into the midnight or midday, just the dusk form. So tomorrow, even if it's level like 32, they will still evolve into the dusk form like in Rock, which I cannot wait to do tomorrow, since I didn't have the chance to level it up as much, but I'm leveling up the regular Rockruff that will hopefully evolve into the midnight form. I can rock. So when I face Delivia in the grand trial, I have all three, yes guys, all three forms of Lycanroc. Midday, midnight, then dusk. Holy crap, guys. These games are gonna be insane. The next update I will do probably tomorrow. I will do like that the end of the second island. I may just do this until like 1:30, 2 o'clock, but I don't know just how I feel. I'm in an hour, or I'm half an hour, but that is what I'm gonna be doing for the rest of the night. So I'm guessing, boys and girls, you already know what's about to happen. Okay, boys and girls, that is gonna wrap it up for today's vlog. Make sure you smash that like button. Like always your job. Like your life depended on. Make sure you hit that subscribe button right down here, right where my finger and my shirt is like this. And finally, lastly but not least, make sure you hit that post notification button so you never miss a vlog. And I will see you, boys and girls, and adulter sons and adulter moons tomorrow. Peace.